Moonrise Kingdom is a pair of young lovers flee their New England town, which causes a local search party to fan out and find them. This is starring the two kids in this. This is their first, Jared Gilman and Kira Hayward. Their first movies.
Their first?
Yeah, both of them. They've never been anything before.
Good job, kids.
Plus, Wes Anderson's usuals. I think everybody except for Bruce Willis
and Edward
Norton have been in his films before. Interestingly enough,
I don't know if Frances McDormand has.
I'm pretty sure. Well, I think she has, but
she feels like a Wes Anderson actress.
Yeah. The only people that got paid to do this movie were the kids.
Are you kidding?
Wait, no way.
Nobody else got paid. Everybody else just did it because they wanted to do it.
Wow.
That's how you make a low-budget film.
Yeah. And I got a bunch of other fun facts.
That is pretty cool. Like, all the kids, or just those two? Probably all the kids.
All the kids, yeah.
All the kids.
Anybody like under 18 got paid.
Right.
But the main actors, none of them got paid. I don't know about extras.
I think that should be a trend from here on out for every movie. You only get paid if you're under 18.
Somehow that's creepy. Why?
Why did you jump right there?
It's because it's really weird. 18 is like this line.
Right.
And you only get paid if you're under 18. Just sounds so bizarre.
Don't take it out of context. Sorry.
So in that case,
right.
I'm going to turn to Nate. I'm going to jump right into a topic about children and sexuality.
Are you going to do like a basic review?
Yeah.
Or do you want me to talk about children's sexuality?
No, I was just trying to put you on the spot even more.
Oh, okay. I really, really enjoyed this movie. I think it's my favorite Wes Anderson film. I think it's amazingly well shot. Out of any of his films, it's just brilliant.
Definitely.
And the other, it's funny from beginning to end. It's really, really funny. And sometimes Wes Anderson films, they are funny, but they're this kind of quiet
or quirky,
very dry.
And this is still, but this is laugh out loud.
Right.
Yeah,
there's a lot of stuff. It's actually pretty, especially for Wes Anderson. It's pretty accessible. Mm-hmm. Which I loved.
Now you mentioned something when we came out of the theater about the way it was shot and everything, and how you were very impressed by it, and it made me think, what was it about the style of how it was shot? I mean, was there anything particular?
There's a few things about Wes Anderson has used the same cameraman for all his movies, but this is the first movie that he shot in the aspect ratio he shot in is the first time he shot in that aspect ratio since Bottle Rocket. And Bottle Rocket was the first time anybody had shot in that aspect ratio, which gives it kind of a compressed feeling.
Yes.
So it didn't just
sort of an older look to
4:3 ratio.
Yeah, it's like
widescreen.
1.85 to 1. Which gives it just a little
it's
bit of a
almost
different...
square.
Yeah. Almost, yeah. It's almost square.
Well, that was something that was very interesting to me. He never... until that final shot, he never does a pan up or a pan down.
Yeah.
Everything is, it's pretty distinct.
Right.
Everything starts like this and goes like across, and it's the entire time it's constant static shots, just like that. And even when he's switching, when he's moving, it's still like the camera is fixed and it turns, which was very fascinating to me. And he puts that in perspective. He frames the story. With the very beginning, it opens up with a discussion on how composers make music and how they make everything into variations, and then at the end it becomes a fugue right at the end. And it was, as I was thinking about it, it's literally like he's moving along the score, and it's just a very interesting way to also reveal your film, to just pan to the side. It reminded me of Kubrick did it a lot in The Shining. There's that amazing shot in The Shining when Jack Nicholson walks into the ballroom.
Right. And
it
it's just
him.
a static pan right across the room. That was creepy. I mean, it just had such a unique feel to it. I remember that. But
this film, it's completely opposite thematically.
Yeah, right.
But it reminded me of how Kubrick used to shoot films. With that very kind of, you keep everything within the shot. You understand what's there, and it gives everything in that shot, it makes it matter more. And I loved that. It was just brilliant. It was really cool.
And I think it also, I know I'm going to see it again,
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to go see it, in the theater. Not that it's that expensive in certain ones right now.
Yeah.
But where was I going with this? Now I lost it. It gives you more of like a point of view.
Mm-hmm.
As if you're looking at it, because obviously a typical person can't zoom in and out with their eyes. They can't come up and go down with it. Mm-hmm. So I see what you're saying as far as just a constant shot across. That's how you would see it if you were standing there.
Well, and it's a very low point of view most of the time. Like, you're not higher than everybody else, right?
There's no crane shots or anything
yeah.
coming down.
And the way that it's cut together, it feels very much like a 12-year-old telling a story.
Yeah.
It jumps a little bit. There are abrupt transitions, which I felt added significantly to the piece. I liked it a lot.
But it's interesting because as I was watching it, I was noticing more and more all the kids just about were speaking very maturely.
Yes, yeah.
Whereas the adults were very adolescent.
That's true, actually.
It was almost like a switch in their level or their maturity, whatever you want to call it. Especially with Bruce Willis and Ed Norton.
Yeah.
I mean, the way that Ed Norton, who's very, this is the way I'm going to do things. But then, when the littlest...
Jiminy Cricket!
It's like a Shawshank.
He has to open it with a special zipper opener. Yeah.
No, I was just going to say, through all those things, even though he's obviously the person in charge, you see, like, when he gets in trouble, he's just like a little kid. He's got this look on his face like he's in trouble. Okay, what's going to happen to me now?
I'm removing your leadership.
Yeah.
But that's like 12-year-olds feel that way about the world often. Like, they know what's going on, and they have an adult ability to handle responsibility, they feel like, and all the adults are just being meanies.
Yeah.
And don't necessarily know what they're talking about anymore. Like, you're at 12, you're hitting the cusp of that. Like, sense of identity and rebelling against parents because their identity,
14.
you don't want to be your own anymore.
Yeah.
And kind of that feeling that adults are kind of all idiots.
Yeah.
And the children know what's going on.
Right. They know everything. No, I know what I'm doing. No, you
Which
don't.
is my favorite part about this film. Was it really felt like it was told by a 12-year-old.
It felt like a kid's story.
It was very authentic that way. I wouldn't take a 12-year-old to watch it, I don't think, but...
It would depend on the 12-year-old.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
Honestly,
It's PG-13.
I know.
Yeah, it's his
wouldn't-
first PG-13 film.
Yeah.
I wouldn't because of, not that it was bad, but because of the scene on the beach with the two of them.
Yeah. I wouldn't have a problem with Emma seeing that. I'd have a problem sitting with her.
Having to discuss that with her. Yeah.
I don't want to, I realize
has
that's
a man
the age
ever
she's
touched
at,
your chest?
but I don't want to have that discussion.
Yeah, I know.
I don't mean man. I mean boy. As a boy.
No.
No, target!
Yeah.
You would be weird because you would be the one that would be really awkward for.
Yeah,
Yes.
which Bill Murray played amazingly.
Yes. Yeah.
Are this concerned you that your daughters run away? That's a loaded question.
Yeah. Or the scene when he finally he sees them on the beach and they're in that they're holding each other after and he's like.
But he doesn't say anything.
He just
see it in his face.
he walks up the beach and that's amazing because he doesn't. You expect him to unzip the tip, but he just
lifts
it up and you just see everyone that they know standing there.
That was perfect.
Yeah.
I want to throw out a comparison to you guys, and this is I didn't even think about it until actually Roger Ebert said it, and then I was like, obviously, this is a modern retelling of The Tempest.
I'm going to have to say Neverending Story.
I'm gonna go Moonrise Kingdom.
Moonrise Kingdom, for sure.
Huh.
Go ahead. Do you want to try some of this?
Yeah, please.
And then don't vote Moonrise Kingdom.